Hi ladies, I'm going to do a review on the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. And this has an SPF of 35. Now, I picked this up in January. And it was, at the time, it was exclusive to Sephora. And I picked it up at Sephora.com. But now, I'd say over the past few weeks, it's probably been earlier in April, they've released it to everywhere where they smell Smashbox. So now you should find it at Ulta or any of your Smashbox counters at any of the department stores that have a Smashbox counter. And it retails for $39. It comes in 5 shades. It comes in the color, I have it written down somewhere, fair, light, medium light, or light medium, medium, and dark. And I picked up the dark shade. This is a 1 flow ounce, which is typical for most foundations sold in the US. Some are a little bigger, but most of them are the standard 1 flow ounce. What made me interested in the BB cream is because if you're subscribed to a lot of beauty gurus on YouTube, you know that BB creams are all the rage in the beauty community. But the problem is that most of them are geared towards the Asian market. And they're now starting to move over into the U.S. market. I think they might have some already out in in Europe, but they're just now moving into the U.S. over maybe over the last year. I know Basha has one, Clinique has one, Stila has one, Dior has one, oh, and Too Faced has one. But Smashbox is the only one of those that has several colors, and definitely one that's specifically for darker skin tones. The other ones have 1 or 2 shades, and they tend to be lighter, more the pink tones or the very yellow, light yellow tones. So I think Smashbox might have a slightly darker one, but it's still relatively light. Smashbox is the only one that has it in the dark color. So obviously I was going to try that one first. There is a video on YouTube by this lady. I don't know her name. But that's gotten a lot of hits. And she talks about BB creams for darker skin. But essentially what she does, or what she did, was she just took a BB cream and put her favorite foundation on it. And I think that's a good idea if you want to try some of the other formulas. But I wanted to try something that was specifically for my skin. And then if I wanted to mix my own if I wanted to try some of the other ones, that would be good too. Like I said, it comes in 5 colors, and I picked up the darkest shade, which is dark. Okay, Smashbox, I'm going to read the box. It says, Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream SPF 35 is a 5-in-1 complexion miracle worker proven to moisturize, prime, perfect, protect, and control oil in a single step. This revolutionary tinted formula instantly evens out complexion to create smooth, radiant skin without settling into fine lines and pores, while banishing shine without the chalky matte finish. Visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles after only 4 weeks. Wear alone for a sheer look, or under your favorite foundation for more coverage. Okay, now, I have, like I said, I've had this since January. I haven't used it for 4 consecutive weeks, so I can't really tell you what it looks like for 4 consecutive weeks, but I have used it for a week at a time several times, and I've definitely used it for 4 weeks. Okay, this is what the dark looks like. I'm going to put it on this hand because I already did it on that hand. And you probably need about that much to cover your face. Don't use any more than that, because it's very thick but it's not, it's thick. And it looks a little light there, but it does oxidize, and it does blend out pretty well. And I'm just gonna blend it out. So you can already see it oxidize. I don't know if you already saw, but it oxidizes pretty quickly. And if you blend it out, I can blend it out. Now, trust me, what I had on my hand was enough for your whole entire face. If you do any more, it'll just make you look very matte. So don't use a lot of it. Blend it out and see it's gone. It's gone. And so it leaves a nice finish. Now, as far as moisturizing goes, no, I don't think it moisturizes well. For me and my dry skin, it is not moisturizing. If you have oily skin, this is probably perfect. It probably has just the right moisture for you. But for a dry skin person, this is too drying. So how I fix that is I put on a moisturizer underneath it right before I apply it. So even after, because my skin is really dry, even putting on moisturizer and then waiting a few minutes, my skin is pretty much soaked that all up. So what I do is I put a moisturizer on and then immediately put on the BB cream. That works well for me, and I think it's easier to blend also when I do that. As far as priming, I think it's a very good primer. I'm wearing it on my face now, and it does smooth out your face. It does. I think as far as a primer, I think it's pretty good, actually. It's an expensive primer because it's $39, but it primes really well. Perfect. I'm assuming when they say perfect, I think they mean concealing, because a lot of, from watching some of the BB cream videos on YouTube, I've noticed that one of the things that they claim to do is kind of make your face, there are beauty bombs that cover everything, and they do all kinds of wonderful things like, you know, moisturize, prime, protect, perfect, and control oil. It does a whole lot. I don't think it does well as a concealer. I think it's an okay concealer though. If you have very dark circles or really severe or deep blemishes or scarring, no, that's not going to do anything for you. I think if you have very superficial blemishes and things like that, it'll work fine. But other than that, I would suggest that you go ahead and use your normal concealing routine with this product. I wouldn't use this as my sole concealer. But I do think it could work a little bit. What you do, because I have tried it, what you do is you put on one layer all over your face, and then go back and put a little bit more in your hand, and really just a little bit more because you would be concealing, and then go over your darkness with it. This does not conceal my dark circles, so I don't use it as a concealer. I just use my normal concealing routine. Protect. This has an SPF of 35. And at first I was a little leery of an SPF of 35 because high SPF, and to me 35 is high. High SPF, pretty much anything over 15 usually irritates my skin. Now, Smashbox products with SPF tend to do pretty well with me, but usually I don't think I have anything that's over 35 or close to 35. Yeah, because the tinted moisturizer is 15, and I want to say the primer is 10. I don't remember, but it's not 35. And so I was a little leery of it, but since I trust Smashbox in terms of their SPF products, I decided to go ahead and use it, and I didn't experience any irritation whatsoever. So as far as protecting, I do totally agree. What I do notice, and I don't know if this is just for the darker one, is that I do notice a slight, and I mean slight, yellow cast on my face with this product. It's easily fixed with a powder, but it's not, it is noticeable to me, and you probably wouldn't notice it if you were lighter, but I think it shows up a little bit more prominently on my darker skin. The last thing it talks about is controlling oil. For me, I don't know if I'm the best person to assess whether it's controlled oil. I have dry skin, so the only place that I get even slightly oily is on the bridge of my nose. Now, I will tell you this, that I do not get oily on my nose when I use this product. I will admit that. But I don't necessarily know if this is how good this is at controlling oil, because even my oily nose is not really oily. I think it's just more oily than dry, if that makes sense. So I'm assuming because it dries out my face so much alone that I have to put on a moisturizer directly before I put this on, that it probably does control oil pretty well, because it sucks out every bit of any oil I have in my face. I saw I think one review where they talked about how it was similar to a tinted moisturizer, and I don't know if I agree with that. I think it's a little better than a tinted moisturizer, but it's definitely light coverage. It's thick. It's very thick, and it's definitely something that if you use a lot of, it can build to medium, because it's definitely one of those things. If you, again, like I told you with the technique for concealing, you could double up on it and give yourself a nice coverage. It's still probably in the middle between light and medium, probably not quite medium, but definitely not light. When I saw this, I was kind of scared that they were going to replace this with my favorite tinted moisturizer, which is the Smashbox Sheer Focus Tinted Moisturizer, which is also, I have that one in the color dark. But they haven't, so I'm happy about that. But I have plenty of this, and I bought this last year, so I'll probably make it through. I want to show you the difference in consistency. This is the BB cream again. I'm wasting so much BB cream on this particular review. So that's what it looks like I showed you earlier. And this is the tinted moisturizer, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's the consistency is different off the bat. The color is slightly different, but not much. This is a tinted moisturizer, and it's more of a dark chocolate color, whereas the BB cream is more of a milk chocolate color. And let me just show it to you in terms of color, and I think you can tell the color variation a little bit better there. This is the tinted moisturizer, and that's the BB cream. You can see the consistency is very different. The color is, like I said, it's pretty close, but it's slightly, the tinted moisturizer is definitely darker. And I love this tinted moisturizer. It blends so well. It blends so well. This is my summer color. I can't really wear this now. It's too dark right now. The dark and the tinted moisturizer is definitely too dark for me right now. But anyway, so that's the consistency of it. It's definitely very light. It is a moisturizer. This is like this is truly a tinted moisturizer, where this is more of a light foundation. I would say this is more like a light foundation. This is more of a tinted moisturizer consistency. They blend pretty well though, but you can tell the difference. You can definitely tell the difference now. It's just, that's dark and that's kind of light. So anyways, that is my review of the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream SPF 35. I personally don't think I would repurchase it again, but I do think it would be a good product for somebody who is oilier. It's not meant for dry skin. For dry skin people, I think you should stick to the Sheer Focus Tinted Moisturizer because it's just so much more moisturizing, and I don't have to use a moisturizer when I use this. So no, I probably, now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't buy it again. But I do like it. I do like this product, but I think I have to work too hard to make this work for me. And it doesn't take away the 5 steps. You know, I still have to do my own concealer. I still have to put on moisturizer. So, you know, whatever. If you have any questions or anything like that, just comment below. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.